Chef Buff Army, it is time to get serious. No more playing around. Deadlift day, back day, biceps, all that important stuff. I'm wearing my tank top. I did not receive, everyone else has gotten their alpha as fuck tank top, except the person that made them. So I'm still waiting for them. Anyways, right here, I'm doing an extraordinarily low volume of deadlifts. Just waiting to get doctor clearance on a couple things before I go super heavy again. But damn, was it feeling light. I also opted not to use a belt until the final set for one single because I'm actually trying to artificially lower the weight I use. What I mean by that, I'm going to be switching soon to actually using straps, and I'll explain why in a video. As well, I'm going to be working on my double overhand grip and my hook grip because I want to avoid a bicep tear because people, I am going to deadlift 600 pounds. And so after that, that's 455. I thought to myself, hey, just do a single of about 500 pounds, 90% roughly of my 1 rep max. See how it feels on that day. And it just goes up. I think that's a nipple slip. It's far more interesting when it actually happens to a woman. But anyways, doing some pull-ups, I'm getting results. So what do I weigh in now? Well, I'm about 181 pounds. So if you know, I was sick several weeks ago. I lost about 5 pounds. My highest weight this season of gaining lean mass was about 183. So I'm getting close to where I was. I still got a couple pounds to go, but the strength is coming back. Things feel good. Results are happening. It seems like I know what I'm talking about most of the time. So just doing regular old chin-ups here, wearing a weighted belt. You got to be careful you don't smash your nuts if you got big nuts like me. Big balls, people. So I like to saddle a little lower on my hips. So right here, just getting that peak contraction hold. I always like, little rule of thumb, for me at least, and I could say for also the people that I train, after deadlifts, a good deload for the spine is any pull-up variation. So unequivocally, when I do back, it will be deadlifts, and then it will be a pull-up variation, which is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm focusing also, here's also another thing I want to say. When you do a pull-up or a chin-up, it ain't a pull-up or a chin-up unless you come all the way down, the full stretch. Yes, there are reasons to keep constant tension. I get it. But for most individuals, full range of motion. Let it come all the way down and then squeeze at the top. Keep that proper alignment. I will be making a video, because you guys want me to, on the different variations of chin-ups and pull-ups and what they do and why there are variations. Is that my back? Is that my back? It is my back. Yeah, I am getting results. Dem gains. I'll say it one more time. Dem gains. Even a little bit louder. Blow my microphone. Blow out your eardrum. Apologies for that. I'm just a little excited about seeing my own physique. Interpret what you will, Freud, out of that. But so right here, I'm doing, you can't quite see it, this is a shitty angle, whatever, that it's called angled bar or a triangle bar. So it allows me to get a greater peak contraction. I'm doing an overhand grip. If you notice with my back, really with not too bad thickness, I got to work on. So I will be doing more horizontal pulling, which I explained already in anatomy, targets that mid-back thickness, my rhomboids. I really want to work on the middle trapezius. But right here, just getting that full squeeze, lifting some pretty solid weight once again. I'm about at least 90-95% of my strength is back. It just feels good to lift some heavy weight. I love doing this stuff. Quick note too, if people want to, they ask me about how these shirts fit. That's the medium large. I'm a little over 5'9", and it fits great, as you could tell. Yeah, so observing here, people ask, what's your body fat percentage? Well, if you notice, if you're a Facebook friend, get on my Facebook page, by the way, guys. If you haven't, that's where I answer all the questions. But anyways, if you go on the page, you'll see a recent picture. I've bulked up in the last year, only about 8-9 pounds in the last 9 months. But I still have quite visible abs. My body fat percentage has virtually stayed the same. And I attribute that to smart training, sound nutrition, consistency, and a whole lot of effort, because that's what it comes down to. So I made some substantial progress in the last year. My 1 year progress for my lean mass phase would end in April. So I'm shooting this year to get up to about 190 on 5'9", maybe a little bit more for midsummer, and then cut down just slightly to a very respectable low 170s with a full-on six-pack. So right here, one of my favorite variations for just targeting the lats, also again the bicep involvement. And let's face it, my muscles look pretty damn jacked when I do this exercise, so that's another reason. I did a lot of sets. For the haters, they're like, yo, you can't do more than 5 sets of workout or you'll die. Back off. I know what I'm doing. This is my back day. I cycle my workouts based off of intensity for the week, so this one contains a little bit more volume, right? And then after that, I did something cool. The neck pull, I'm all about shoulder health. My shoulders are great. I got a very good mobility in all areas except with my anterior pelvic tilt. I just got to work a little bit more to get that low squat depth, which I'm working on. So it's all deadly. Let's get another angle right here. Boom. You see that? So got the traps, definitely got the upper traps getting involved. The lower lats, the lats themselves are coming along nicely. Mid-back going to work on. And, you know, everybody has been telling me for a long time, yo, Chef Buff, you're the shit. You're real knowledgeable, but I can't fap to your videos because your arms aren't big enough. So guess what? I'm getting bigger arms, people. If you look right here, that's why people will say, yo, I laugh every time. There'll be a 13-year-old, yo, do you even lift? Yes, I do, right? If you saw me in person, like my arms are about 16.25 inches, not pumped. One of the secrets is like, you know, I look jacked right here, like positively jacked, which is how I actually appear, is that, you know, I don't do close-ups, I never flex, I don't pump up before I do videos, because I think all that shit is vain. I'm here to provide you with real knowledge, real results, keep you guys motivated. I call it edutainment. I stole that from someone, but, you know, providing real knowledge, applicable knowledge to every day, so you know how to squat, how to deadlift, what your macros should be, all that shit, and then showing you how I do it. I'm just an example. I'm not saying to follow me. This is what I'm doing. My goals are very individual, and you know that's something I want to stress. Can you copy this routine? Sure. Should you? You know, not really. You should eventually, if you don't know what you're doing, you should get on a smart program. Hello there. People always pass it. Oh, in the background is seriously a guy that's an Olympic champion who I might be squatting with in the future. Real cool guy. Anyways, doing some hammer curls, getting results, doing about 45 sets of biceps, because that's what I read on the back of a magazine. That's how you get results. Let's face it, right? So the hammer curls, I'm working also on the brachialis, if you're noticing, with the pinwheel, because good little tip, John Meadows, you know, it pushes out the biceps, giving that 3D look, and I'm all about that. It's getting scary, my chest. Let me just say, it's all over the place. Like, you see it a lot. So, you know, unfortunately, you can't see my faces because I cut my own face out because it's hard when you're filming yourself. But did my best. You can even see the veins, the deltoid, some wings going on with my lats. A lot of results happening. I'm just happy. Let me know how your workout went today. And that is the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video, show your support. And if you're not a subscriber, fuck you waiting for? Chef Buff Army, my zealous army. I will be seeing all you guys in the next video. And just remember, wherever you go, well, there you are.